I think everybody at some point of their lives, at least regular people, have worked like a regular job. Like they worked a minimum wage job, or they worked a 9 to 5, or they've exchanged their time for money. Okay, it wasn't really about their expertise, but it was more about just doing this thing for money back. And the way to get out of that, the way people have become rich, or the way people have been able to create passive income or be able to make a lot of money in a short period of time, that seems crazy to some people. Like for me, I make thousands of dollars in like an hour, is because of a change of mindset and the way you value yourself and the way you brand yourself to other people. A lot of people go their whole lives just exchanging their time for money. And so therefore, they don't look at their time as that valuable. Like for example, I just went to go get like a quick smoothie bowl, acai bowl, and that joint costs like $15. Some people would be like, bro, not even a whole meal for an hour of your time. But for me, that's not an hour of my time anymore. $15, you know what I'm saying? Not to say that's not a lot of money, but you know what I mean. And the way you get out of this in terms of your value and looking at that stuff is by finding what makes you special, finding what you can value to the world that isn't just an exchange for time. So like for me, I know what I can do that's very valuable is I can inspire people with my speech, with what I'm saying. And so therefore, instead of me speaking for 3 hours and getting like 12 times 3 for each hour, I know I'm more valuable than the average person. When you're making minimum wage, you're doing either an average action or you're doing an action that everybody can do. What you have to do to be able to get out of the rat race or to doing something over and over again just for exchange of money, whatever you want to call it, is by finding what makes you more valuable than the average person. But if you're only acting and doing things in the thing that you're just like everybody else as, you're going to be getting paid the same amount as everybody else. So you have to find something you love to do and that you're extremely good at to get out of the phase of getting paid just for your time. I don't get paid for my time. I can work 3 or 4 times a month. Really, I can work once in a month and be fine. Why? Because I found exactly what I have value with. And it's not even just working a day. I can work 1 hour in the month and be good. Because I found the thing that I'm in the top 1% at. But it took me, now I do want to make this point. I wasn't always in that 1%. I loved it so much that I got to the 1%. So what I'm not saying here is to find what you're good at. I'm really against that notion. I'm with finding what you love to do. But the overall message of this video is explaining how people make more money than most people. And it's because they're doing something that they're, so supremely good at relative to everybody else. But if you keep doing the things that anybody can do, you'll keep being just like everybody else and you keep making the same amount of money as everybody else. And then the next step is once you're doing something you love to do or doing something that now you're in that 1%, the next key to be able to do it is to actually brand yourself like that and work really hard for a certain amount of period of time. So you can find the thing that makes you special, but if you aren't able to brand yourself as that, if you aren't able to market yourself as that, if you aren't able to put in that time to show people that value, then you'll still be in that bracket. And so my first point was knowing what makes you special, that 1% that you have. But even if you have that, it still isn't actually enough because you may have it, but if people don't know about it or if the right people don't know about it, then you'll still be making that minimum wage amount of money. So the next step is actually being able to brand yourself. And it's actually getting them trenches and maybe working for 0, 0, 0, like nothing, to be able to set up you making lots of amounts of money. And so for me, when I realized, I'm a speaker, I love speaking, this is what I do, can't nobody mess with me on this, I had to be able to invest money, not even to work for 0, but maybe, subtract money out your account for it. So I had to invest in getting a website, invest in having somebody record me to make a demo video, invest in people telling me how to work in the speaking business. I had to do all those things on the back end, thousands of dollars lost, plus countless hours of working. So then now I can chill and buy a smoothie bowl for $15 and not really trip. And so after you figure out what makes you that 1%, the next step is then being able to brand yourself, being able to market yourself, finding out who would buy that 1% thing that you have, and then pushing it out there. And then scaling is when you start to build that brand where everybody knows you. I'm getting to that point where I'm really putting this stuff out on YouTube. So my brand is kind of like being pushed out without me having to send cold emails. But that's my strategy for my speaking business, whatever that is for you. But this is more of a general video of how to get out of that working 9 to 5, working that, basically just get out of working time for money. You know what I'm saying? I don't give my time for money. I more give my value for money. And it doesn't matter how much time. So I can work once a month to be good. Not to get y'all all in my finances. But Yeah, man, like I just hope you all can take from this. Watch more of my videos. I go into deeper into really how to make this happen, but I just want to get this concept out there. Make sure if you have any wisdom on this or any like valuable lessons you've learned on this topic, drop in the comment section, explain how. Maybe somebody can get help from that. And if you have a question or you're dealing with something in terms of this or you want to know more information, drop the question in the comments or whatever it may be. Maybe somebody can respond. Maybe I can respond. Maybe I'll make a whole nother video about it. Okay, like, comment, subscribe, put them notifications on. I drop every single day at 3:30 ET, no matter what, so you don't miss a video. And even if y'all don't do that, I enjoyed making the video. See y'all on the next one. Peace.